Good morning. My name is Camille with Yogini Transit. Today is Tuesday, so today we are going to do 20 minutes of yoga meditation and just taking time in our morning or whenever throughout the day or whenever you are watching this to just unwind, let go, stretch out, and feel good for yourself. We'll begin by sitting down in a comfortable seated position. So that can be legs crossed, feet in front of each other, just something comfortable so that your tailbone is down onto the mat or floor. And you want to, if you have a pillow or a block, you want to take that pillow or block and just put it right under your tailbone. That is going to help you to lengthen your spine, have a nice tall straight back. That's going to help your hips and pelvis come up above your knees. And then from there, I want you to just close your eyes, raise your shoulders up towards the sky, and then drop your shoulders down your back. We'll do it again. So we'll inhale to raise our shoulders up towards the sky, and then we'll drop our shoulders down our back. And then from here, keeping your eyes closed, just begin to settle into your body. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing each inhalation and noticing each exhalation. Just witnessing that breath. On a count of 3, we're going to inhale for 3. So as we inhale 1, 2, 3, and hold the breath at the top. And then exhale for 3, 2, 1, and release the breath at the bottom. So you're giving a 3 count to your breath here. So you're inhaling, filling up the air in your belly, inhaling a little bit more, filling up the air in your chest, and then inhaling a little bit more and fully filling your lungs with air. And then as you exhale, you slowly release for 3, releasing the air from the lungs, from the chest, and from the belly. So just do that for a few breaths. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, and then exhale for 3, 2, 1. Nice. So from here, with your eyes remaining closed, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Begin to rub your hands. Creating heat, energy. And then take your hands and place them over your eyelids. Place them over your face, your ears. And then rub your hands together one more time. Once again, placing them over your eyelids. Deep breath in and gently open your eyes as you let the light back into the room and into your face. Nice. So now that we've done a little bit of breathing here, our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in with our arms up above our head and just stretch nice and tall. So we'll interlock the fingers together, turn the palms to face up, and fully stretch. So You're pressing your tailbone down into the mat or ground or block that you're sitting on. You're lengthening your spine and you're reaching your arms up. So it's gonna feel like you're being pulled in opposite directions. And then exhale, release. We'll do that again. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Tailbone down, fingers up. Exhale, release. One final time. Inhaling the arms up, tailbone down, fully lengthening the spine. And then exhale, release, let it go. Perfect. So from here, let's walk our left hand out to the side. Lean into that left arm, bring the right arm up, and then reach that right arm over to the left, bending into the left elbow. And then if you like, you can turn your head towards your arm or a little stretch of the neck. Nice. We'll come back to center and then we'll switch sides. So the right hand comes down. You inhale the left hand up, leaning into that right elbow and stretching the left arm over to the right. That's really good. Okay, so from here, let's remove that block that we're sitting on. We'll set it off to the side. We might use it later. And from here, just bring your feet straight out in front of you. Coming into a tall, straight spine or Dandasana position, you want to place your hands to your side for support. You want to try not to lean too far back or too far forward. Kind of just, you want to have a nice, erect, straight spine. If this is hard for you, you can micro bend your knees or put a block under your knees or pillow under your knees for some support. Okay, so from here, if I have enough room, we're going to bring the hands out to the side with our palms facing up. Our fingertips are going to come to our shoulder blades. And as we inhale, we're going to bring our elbows in front of us and up above our head, and then exhale back down. So inhale, elbows forward, up above the head, and then exhale back to release. So do this for a few moments at your own breath. So inhale, elbows together, and exhale, elbows back. Inhale, elbows together, and exhale, elbows down and back. So we'll go for 3 more rounds here. Nice. Then we'll release it, shake the arms out, coming back to the center again, bringing those fingertips to the elbows, and then we'll go in the opposite direction this time. So this time the elbows are going to go out towards the back, up, and then down. Out to the back, up, and then down. Again, out to the back, up, and then down. 3 more times. Out to the back, up, and then down. 2 more times. And then we'll release and shake it out. Perfect. So from here, take your right leg and bring that right leg into your chest, giving it a nice big hug, sort of cradling the leg so your right knee is into the crook of your right elbow, and then your right foot is into the crook of your left elbow. And you're just rocking it back and forth, having a nice tall spine here. Maybe closing your eyes, breathing a little bit, just letting yourself feel the sensation. Nice. And then we'll take that leg down, shake it out, release it, and we'll switch sides. So this time the left leg comes up, so the left foot comes into the crook of the right elbow, and the left knee comes into the crook of the left elbow. Yes. Just rocking back and forth for a little bit here. Nice. And then we'll release it. We'll shake it out. And then from here, we'll bring our feet in towards our tailbone. We'll bring our hands in front of us, and we'll come up onto our hands and knees. So coming into tabletop position on your hands and knees, you want to pull your belly button in towards the spine. You want to be looking down between your hands. Make sure that your shoulders are directly lined up with your wrist. So a common mistake is that people might be too far back from the wrist or have the shoulders too far forward from the wrist. You want it to be directly vertical, shoulder lined up with the wrist. Perfect. And then for your knees, you want your knees to be directly lined up with your hips. So your hips are going to be directly lined above your knees. So you don't want to be leaning too far back again or too far forward. Just a nice, straight, neutral position. Again, bring that belly button in towards the chest, looking down. And then from here, we're going to take our toes and bring the toes pointing down onto the mat and the heels pointing up towards the ceiling, as so. As we're engaging the core, press into the hands, and then lift the knees 2 inches off the ground. This is going to engage your core a little bit here. And we'll just hold for a few breaths. And then we'll release. Again, lifting the knees 2 inches off the mat. And then release. Bring those toes back down, flat onto the mat. And then we'll go into our cats and cows here. So as we inhale, we'll press into the hands, shining the chest forward so the chest comes between your shoulder blades, and then your tailbone goes up towards the sky. This is your cow pose. And then as you exhale, look down between your hands, arch your back, look between your hands, or cat. So kind of like an angry cat back shape. Inhale, coming forward for your cow. And then exhale, coming into your cat. So do this for a few more moments, going at your own pace and breath here. 2 more times. After you get to your next cat back, come straight back down into your neutral tabletop position. Perfect. From here, take your right foot back. Your toes are on the ground, and then you're going to lean back, pressing into that right foot until you feel a stretch in your calf. So if you notice also here, I'm straight and neutral, the foot is down on the mat, and then I'm just pressing into my hands and leaning back, so I'm moving my shoulders away from my wrist, and I'm stretching that back calf. Nice. Now let's switch sides. So this time bring the left foot back, stretching, pressing that left foot back, stretching that left calf. Nice. Again, on the other side. And then again on the left side. Nice. From here, coming back into that neutral tabletop position, core engaged. Bring your right foot back, this time up off the ground, toes are flexed. And then bring your left hand up into the air straight ahead of you, and your fingers are positioned as if you're about to shake someone's hand. So holding here for a few breaths, and then bringing elbow in towards the knee together, and then back out. Elbow to knee, and then back out. Release it down, shake it out of it, and then we'll switch sides. So this time, the left foot comes back, flexing it, and the right hand comes forward. I need to make more room over here for myself. Take a breath in to lengthen, and then exhale. Bring that knee and elbow in towards your forehead, and then inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, and then release the hand, release the knee. And from here, come into child's pose. So bringing your tailbone down towards your heels, spreading your knees out wide. If you have a pillow or anything here that you want to use for support, you're more than welcome. And then just come and lay down. Taking a few breaths here. Perfect. And then inhale back up. Coming back up onto your hands and knees. And this time we're going to walk our hands way out in front of us, keeping the hips and knees aligned. And then we're going to drop our chest down towards the mat. This is going to stretch out our back and shoulder blades. And we'll come back up. Nice. So from here, come up onto both of your knees, and then take your left foot forward and your right foot back, untucking the toes. And from here, you want to lean into it so that this hip here is moving down towards the ground. And for your bent leg, you want to make sure that your knee is not past your ankle. So from here, we're going to inhale the arms up and slightly arch your back. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot. And then we're going to stretch this leg back, flexing the toes until we feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. And just take a few moments to breathe into it. And then we'll come back towards the front, towards that foot. We'll bring this back toe up and we'll step back to a full plank. From here, we're lower down with our knees, bending the elbows, lowering down the chest and the chin. And then we'll slide forward, coming up into a cobra pose for a slight back bend. And then we'll press back again. And this time, we'll bring the opposite foot forward. So if I remember what that was this foot. So we're bringing the opposite foot forward now. And then letting this other hip sink down into the ground, making sure this knee is not past the ankle. And then we'll inhale the arms up, slight arch in the back, letting those hips sink down. And then we'll straighten this leg, flexing the foot. Feeling a nice stretch in the hamstring. And just breathing into it for a few moments. Perfect. Bending into that front knee again, placing the hands to the side of your foot, stepping back with a plank. You can do what we did before, or another option, bring your elbows in close together and lower straight down onto your mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, we'll come into a downward facing dog. And we'll take 5 breaths here. So here you can pedal at your feet. So straighten one leg and then bend it. Another 2 breaths here. And we'll bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat. We'll step towards the top of the mat and just hang down low into our forward fold. Moving our hands from side to side like a half rainbow or a half circle. Perfect. And then we'll inhale. We'll come up to stand. Gently arching the back. And then bring our hands to heart center. Thank you all so much. My head is cut off, but we'll get that fixed later. Thank you all so much for sharing this beautiful yoga practice with me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You can take the next couple of moments to lay down, close your eyes, get back in touch with your awareness and breath, and have a wonderful day. Namaste. Bye. Now I gotta walk up here to turn it off because